So Cosmo fans, welcome back. It's season 1, episode 5. Is he truly into you? There's jealousy, there's a kiss, and there's James. We're gonna talk about it right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This is my favorite song.
Oh, yeah.
But also, before we get going, I just want to say it is International Women's Day, so happy International Women's Day.
Yay!
I'm on a panel with all the ladies, and I just want to say happy International Women's Day to not only all the Cosmo fans, but you 3 ladies.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And thank you all for joining us for another episode of So Cosmo. It's good to be back. My name is Mike Rippe. You can catch me on social media at Mike Rippe.
And I'm Jessica Carroll, and you guys can find me on social media at JessCarrollTV.
I am Sarah Serio, and you can follow me on Twitter at Sarah Serio.
Hi, I'm Mina Wahab, and you can follow me on Mina Makes Magic on Instagram.
Crushed it, Mina.
Yeah.
Finally.
Love it. Joanna's somewhere happy right now. Thank you, Joanna Coles. All right, so tonight, is he truly into you? And there is a lot to talk about. Let's dive right in.
Much.
We start tonight's episode with a sex workout, which is Michelle's idea.
Right? I told you we would be talking about sex.
You were right. We just changed the program to talk about it. So now, do you guys do sex workouts? What's our feeling?
I didn't even know that there was such thing as this workout to make you better at sex.
But now you do.
Now I do, so I guess I need to get that little rolling pin.
I know, my roommate has one of those, so I should totally rewatch the episode and do that workout.
It makes sense though when your body's, loose. I guess you just are a little better between the sheets.
I understand the
The
flexibility
Kardashians
part.
have been doing that. Like, they've shown that on their show, for sure. The sex workout?
Yeah.
I
just
to make
love how
everything
they
there
get
tighter, there's, things you can do, apparently.
I just love how they get to work out at work.
Me
and they
too.
get these little tips and classes just for fun. Just a normal Saturday, no big deal.
This episode, though, overall made me love Tiffany and love James. James,
I love James.
His one-liners and his facial expressions are everything.
All right, well,
So funny.
So good.
I was going to save something because I had a question towards the end of tonight's program about who you'd want to hang out with for a day. But let's save it because James is
totally.
really coming on strong. Even Steven, man. I'm glad. I chose Team Steven earlier.
I know you did.
And Steven is really, him and James together, just incredible. So we see the sex workout. Obviously, we're not very familiar with it, but seems like a great thing. Deandra and Evan flirting a little bit through it. And at the end of the sex workout, we find out that they are going to have a rented house in the Hamptons.
Yes.
So anyone that's been to the Hamptons is a very nice area, obviously very expensive and ritzy, and that's going to be most of the focal point of tonight's episode. Originally, Evan is bummed. He cannot go, and he says that when he's bummed, he works out. So that leads me to a question for you guys at home, but also you 3 ladies. When you're bummed, what do you like to do?
Honestly, when I'm bummed, I work out.
Okay.
Or I'll take my dogs for a walk. But I like to get fresh air or move my body. It's like the only way that really changes my state.
Yeah. I like to just walk outside and get some fresh air or something.
I like to do something that's really similar to working out. It's called eating ice cream. And
Same thing.
the best thing to do.
Oh my god, I love that.
Is that how you make the magic?
That's how I make the magic happen. Yeah.
By eating ice
By
cream.
Eating ice cream.
So you guys at home...
And you?
I
No,
work
but
out.
on
I'm
a
with
serious
Evan.
note,
Yeah.
chocolate, eating chocolate actually does release endorphins. It's scientifically proven. I swear.
Positive endorphins.
I'm not even making it up.
So are you selling the point of eating ice cream as what you do?
Because there's chocolate in the ice
She's
cream.
trying to
eating
sell it
ice
as
cream doesn't, but eating chocolate is scientifically proven to release endorphins.
it's better than working out. So we've
Obviously,
been doing it wrong.
don't eat a lot of it, but
I think the next time that Cosmo does a chocolate study or whatnot, you need to call Mina for that. She's going to have a lot of tips and information scientifically proven.
Yeah.
Good to know. But let us know what you guys think about when you're bummed out. What do you do? Because I'm with Evan and I like to work out. I don't know if it's just a guy thing or not. But let's go to Evan. He's a central figure of tonight's episode, and he's been growing in the season. But now we find out there's a Tiffany effect. And so Evan and Tiffany are going to go rock climbing, and immediately you see Deandra being disappointed, kind of hiding her jealousy. Where were you guys at this moment?
When I first found out about this, I was shocked. Although I was going to give Tiffany props. I'm like, go for it, girl.
I know.
I mean, even though Deandra and Tiffany claim they're best friends, that part I wasn't okay with.
Yeah.
But the fact that she was just she didn't really care what anyone thought. She was letting him hold her jacket and going in the steam room.
I
and the
hated
sauna.
that. That made me so angry. I was like, that is so against girl code in every way. Even though, okay, technically, yes, Deandra could have claimed
Right.
Evan, and she didn't, and she had her opportunity, and she didn't pounce on it. So when I saw...
Hold on, because not only did she have her opportunity, she played Evan a little bit with Brandon in her
Yeah,
past
and that,
episode.
she
and that
totally
wasn't
did.
cool. But the thing is, if you're best friends with someone and you know that at one point they really liked that person and it wasn't that long ago, it's very recent, it's very fresh, I'd at least go to them and be like, yo, is it cool? Like, I mean, she was so aggressive about it, so that's why the little twist at the end was so shocking to me. I was completely blindsided by that. I never thought that would happen, and I was like so anti-Tiffany up until that point where I was like, the twist at the end made me be like, okay, Tiffany,
Right.
you're a great
Let's
friend.
save that twist.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you because they go to rock climbing, right? Mm-hmm. But Tiffany says something that I admired. That she basically said what would you need at the top of a rock climbing wall? She said a Chanel bag. So I'm wondering, what would you need to have at the top of the wall to go rock climbing?
I love rock climbing, so
You would just do it?
I would just do
Okay.
it.
I love rock climbing too, but if I wanted something,
Yeah, what
it
would you
would
like?
definitely be some Louboutin shoes.
Okay.
Oh.
Like, for sure.
Ooh, okay.
It would have to be like a slide or an elevator because this is the thing. I've gone rock climbing before.
A slider.
And I love going to the top. The minute I look down, I'm so deadly terrified that I can't even find the strength to let go to rappel off
Oh my
the rock
gosh.
wall.
So you need
I'm
an
so
elevator.
terrified. I need something. I need stairs.
an
I need an
elevator.
elevator. I need a slide. Any way to get down other than rappelling off the rock wall because I am so terrified of heights that looking down gives me so much anxiety.
Okay, that's like my favorite part. It's like leaning back and going back down.
Yeah.
I love that part. That's the easy
It's a
part.
relaxing part.
Okay,
to take it
it's
all
fun.
in, enjoy.
It's fun once you make that decision to let go, but the initial decision making of being like, okay, I'm gonna let go, it just like, my heart is like on fire when that's happening. I hate it.
That's so
I
funny.
She
just
needs some
gotta say
chocolate
it.
up there too.
Yeah, she needs some
I
chocolate
need some
in her
chocolate ice
elevator.
cream.
But Sarah's reaction's perfect. I think I love rock climbing too, but if I could choose for something to be
Yeah.
at the top, I would want some money. Then
Ooh,
I would-
That's
money.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
good
hopefully
one.
it's a lot of money.
Hopefully.
Like a bag.
Like a million.
And then I would rappel slowly with my bag of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you just robbed
And then
a
you could
bank.
like make it rain.
Yeah, like perfect. That's addition. Now you guys could tell us what you would need at the top of a rock climbing wall. That's funny. Moving to Deandra, because we were short a little bit on time tonight, but Deandra, they get to a point where she talks about sleeping naked, and that's
That was
healthy.
amazing.
So I have a couple
That
questions
is
here.
not healthy.
Well, is that healthy? Because I don't
No,
don't know.
it is. My mom, shout out to you, girl.
Yeah, shout out to all the moms.
She always told me, like, not to wear underwear and a bra to bed and just, like, sleep in the bare because it's good to let it breathe, like she said. It is. It's totally good.
I know some people sleep with their bras at night, and I'm always like, how can you sleep? Like, the best part about getting home is taking off your bra because it's so, like finally.
I know, I feel that
just
way
like,
all
I've
the
just always,
time.
I've done it. I've always done it.
Jessica?
I mean, I love sleeping naked.
So-
I do sleep naked or with like a big t-shirt on, but I don't wear underwear.
Yeah.
Or if
I
I'm,
don't wear a
Like
bra. I
ever?
definitely wear underwear and like pajamas. I feel
No.
like it's comfortable.
I mean, I have cute pajamas, but I feel like I get all tangled up in them, and so I'll normally just take them off before I go to bed.
Yeah, you get tangled up.
What about you?
I'm lost. This is the part of me not being part of this. But shout out to all the women, and whether you're not
He wears
They
a
just
onesie.
get in the way.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I'm a fan of sleeping naked, though. I agree.
Oh, okay.
It's nice, you know.
See, I
I don't
think
know what
it's
it's like for females, but
It's like, why do you spend extra money on nice sheets if you're just gonna lay in your PJs?
yeah, you gotta get the nice silk cotton sheets. Like, that's why the hotels are amazing.
And then so you can like bundle up, and so you're like always cold. You're not like, never like hot. You need to throw your sheets off. You know.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I can't relate at all.
Yeah, Mina's just like no.
Mina's just making magic.
That's what I do.
Okay. Here's where we get to what I'm going to call the lie of tonight's episode. And that's because Tiffany and Evan, I guess they're doing Instagram posting, and that's when we hear from Deandra that she says that I don't even have feelings for him in talking about Evan, which could not be further from the truth. So that's my lie of tonight. I mean, were you guys like, yeah, that's a complete lie?
I wrote that down. I was like, liar, pants on
Right?
fire.
Is it a lie if she thinks it's true and she's lying to herself? Is it a lie then?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like,
If she's not aware.
How she was acting was totally against everything she was saying. So I was like, girl, like her best friend, I don't know. Nicole, yes. Like throwing her every piece of truth there is. And she was just like denying it so hard. And I was like, everyone needs a Nicole in their life because she was giving it straight up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There is definitely a nuanced difference between liking someone versus just being jealous and not wanting someone to be with someone else. So in the movie Mean Girls, for instance, there's one of my favorite parts. I think this was in the deleted scenes, but there's a scene where Regina George says, when I was a kid, I had this dollhouse I didn't want and someone else wanted it, but because I didn't want that girl to have it, I threw it down the staircase and I broke it so that no one else could have it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that thing where it's like, you might not want something, but you also don't want someone else to have the thing that
I thought it was clearly not that, but that it was clearly a jealousy thing.
I'm just saying
I agree with you.
That is a thing that exists, but I do
Not
think
in
that
this
she likes...
circumstance, I
Right.
don't think.
No, but it is a possibility for something similar like that to happen where if you're jealous, you might not necessarily even want the person, you just kind of have those feelings.
No, I totally agree with you. I think there's a difference between liking someone and then just being jealous. Like, you don't want anyone else to have that person. But I think that Deandra clearly was lying because she has feelings for Evan.
She definitely
And those
does.
are going to develop as we talk about tonight's episode, where we're going to get to the house now. So they're packing to go on their weekend trip, which is going to be awesome.
So
and I got to
amazing.
say, first off, Steven is super stylish. All the night. I mean, I'm not crushing. I'm just saying for a guy like he's stylish. Every time you see him, I'm like, I didn't realize he was so. I mean, obviously it's Cosmo, but he's super stylish always.
I loved how they went away for 2 or 3 nights, and they brought
packed
like
so much.
Like, it looked like they were going away for a month.
I know.
And funny enough, Tiffany coordinates her bag with her hat, which was camouflage. And I'm always about more camo, so I appreciate it. What do you think?
I loved the camo, but Tiffany packs like me. I just like cram stuff, and then as I'm walking out, I'm like, oh, I might need this, and I might need this. And next thing you know, I'm like carrying like 10 bags. So she packs like me. I don't necessarily match my luggage, but I do like camo.
I just loved Steven's comment. He was like, camo and camo, I'm pretty sure that no one would approve of that. He grew on me so much this episode.
He was so high maintenance. I was like, I kind of feel him though on some things. Like, you want to be very particular with where you stay and does it get a lot of sunlight? Like, that's my biggest
He's a
thing.
vampire.
Does it get a lot of-
Mina, what do you think about camo on camo? Or even anything, not camo, just color matching.
Like denim
hat
on
with,
denim.
Yeah.
Denim on denim,
With your
I
luggage,
don't
let's
like
say.
at all.
But would you match anything with luggage in your attire or apparel?
Not intentionally.
No. Okay, so
Not
no.
intentionally, but I feel like it looks cute to match if you're doing like a commercial or a photo shoot.
Commercial,
There's a
advertisement.
walkthrough.
I want to know what you guys think at home as well. Would you match your hat or maybe a shirt and your bag? Because it definitely stands out, but at least camouflage, you're like blending in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, right? So they get to the house, and interestingly enough, Leah is there, and she brings her husband and son, which is awesome. But what were you feeling at that point? Like, oh, this is going to be a little bit different than I was expecting.
Well, when I thought about this, I thought there was going to be a lot of drinking and partying, and then she brought her adorable son, so cute, and her husband, who we saw a little bit of his personality in this episode, and I really liked him. But I was shocked. I mean, I guess she doesn't want to leave him alone, but I was shocked that she brought him.
I mean, yeah, I was shocked that she brought him too, but I was actually kind of like, yes to you, Leah, for doing that, because I still feel like they went on with their daily routine like it wasn't a huge deal. So I think kudos to you. I don't know if necessarily I would do it, but I liked that they did do it.
Yeah.
I love that Cosmo allows you to do that.
Yeah.
Like, how awesome is that? Like, first of all, it's all expenses paid. Plus, you're bringing your
You're right.
kid, and that's awesome.
And
That's such a good work-life balance.
Yeah, and I do love it. Like, when you have kids, you shouldn't change your life. You should just adapt your life and bring your kids along. And so I actually support that. But the house, we just skipped over how amazing it
No,
was.
we're not skipping over. We're
Okay.
talking about the house. Let's
Okay.
talk- You love the house, obviously. What's the Hamptons? Those are all the houses
I've never
in the
been to
Hamptons.
the
I mean,
Hamptons.
talk about work bonding
Yeah.
in luxury. Like, that house was out of control.
I love when you first get to see rooms in a
Yeah.
reality show. Like, they always do it on The Bachelor and then America's Next Top Model, where they're going to stay. And that's one of my favorite parts, is seeing who's going to get what room and the setup.
And
Yeah.
speaking of the different rooms, we see Evan and Tiffany doing a workout together.
Yes.
And then we see Deandra doing a impromptu photo shoot
Oh, I
with
loved
bubbles in the bath.
I was like, of course, like, they are doing photo shoots. Like, it was amazing. It's like, oh, I just really want this for my Instagram. They're like, got it. Soap, clothes, perfect. Here we go, guys.
I love it. They just like had bubbles.
I know, and it was like kids' bubbles.
Right.
You know it was Leah's sons. I loved
That's
it.
funny.
I loved how the bubbles were strategically placed and it looked like a smiley face. Did anyone else pick up on that?
No, I didn't. But they were. It was
a
like
bubble
perfect.
bikini. It was, yeah, she looked so gorgeous. Deandra is so beautiful. She's like ridiculously.
My favorite part about Deandra in that moment is right before she's going to do her photo shoot, Tiffany teases her saying they're going to go into the sauna or the steam room, and Deandra could have been more negative, and she said, you know what, I'm going to have a great attitude about this and like go have a great shoot, which it could have went the other way where she was all bummed out, but
Right.
it seemed like it was a great risque shoot. What do you think?
No, it
would
seemed.
you want to be in the shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would do a bubble bath photo shoot for sure.
Nice. Cosmo, let's go.
Hello.
Yeah.
We'll send ours in. We're gonna all do it. I just nominated everyone in
and
here.
Yes, I'm
He's
doing
included.
it. I take bubble baths already. I got a rubber ducky. Come on.
Perfect. That's our little twist.
Yeah.
She was the rubber ducky.
Speaking of the bath, this is a
Oh, I
perfect
thought you were
time.
gonna say
where
speaking of rubber.
They move to the they go to the hot tub in the next scene, and there's sex toys from Steven.
I
Yep.
know.
Guys,
I loved that. I wanted them to like open each one up and talk more about it because I loved their
know.
reactions.
I feel like they should have, because I feel like they're in the magazine, so it would have been good product placement for them to talk about it.
I
But all
love
we
that.
got that it was fingertip vibrators, right?
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And then the dildo that they were scared the little boy would run around with.
Don't
That
let
was
my son have
hilarious.
it.
Yeah.
It's good
that
times.
was great.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, what do you wanna
Talk about break.
No, that's good. We can move to James. James had so many funny quotes, but so Tiffany and Evan kind of sneak off, and James says they have to get their homework done early,
Oh yeah.
which was just one of many
that
great
was
lines from James
so
tonight.
good.
He's such an instigator. I love him. I mean, he just.
And again, Deandra's talking about, I don't know if I'm jealous. Well, I know, Deandra, you were definitely jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
well,
like,
we all
know
jealousy,
you were.
Anger.
So they regather and they're going to play Truth or Dare.
Which never goes well.
I know.
You know, truth or dare. Like everyone's like, truth or dare, like 7 minutes.
And
Spin the
everyone
bottle.
says-
It's like, what, guys?
But
With
No.
coworkers too, like
I know, like really.
But it did go well for the viewers and us because we were able to find out when they asked Evan, Truth or Dare, had he ever hooked up with Deandra, and he said, truth, he had never kissed her.
True.
do you guys believe that?
I do believe him.
That was some
What'd you
very good
what'd you think?
foreshadowing.
I wasn't sure. I'm with you. I think
that's-
I'm not
that's a great
sure
question.
because they hesitated, and also Deandra like looked at him
And was
I
like,
feel
"Oh, come
like
on."
like if that was me, and I didn't want other people to know too, I would have kind of reacted how Deandra
Yeah.
reacted. I would have looked at him and been like, no, like no.
See,
So I just don't know.
I think that they might have like pecked or
Yeah,
kissed
something.
a little, but not, and just didn't want to tell anyone. Because I don't know, like the way he answered it wasn't like no, it was like no.
I don't think they did anything though. I feel like they've only flirted up till that point.
So
But
you think he was telling the truth in that moment?
I think he was, but I think he probably paused because he didn't know how to answer it, because he didn't want to be dismissive and be like, oh, no. So he was kind of waiting for her to initiate. He kind of lets her take the reins in
Yeah.
a way. You know, she's very dominant. So
Oh, yeah.
I think he didn't want to upset her by saying anything in a weird way.
Well, I was definitely surprised when he said that they hadn't kissed or anything because I had assumed that they at least had kissed. But I think he was being truthful. It's something good to see. If you guys are listening or
Yeah.
watching, tell us. This would be a great poll to know was Evan telling the truth that they had never kissed at that point. I'm going to call the next part the morning after because the next morning, Evan had slept in and no one could get their workout in, so they all figured he was with Tiffany. That's the running rumor
Yeah.
going on through the house. But we kind of find out that Tiffany's basically playing Deandra.
Yes.
How shocked are you?
And she was like, when she said that, she was like, well, maybe he was in my room.
I
It's like,
know.
whoa, Sassy
I hated
sister.
that. That made me so annoyed.
That's when I thought, like, if you really are best friends, I thought to myself, are they playing a game on her right now? Because I was like, you can't, like, I would never say that in, like, a genuine way.
Right.
So that's when my antennas went up, and I was like,
Yeah.
I never saw Tiffany and Evan together, so the whole time I just thought they're messing with her. Like, they're just playing the game. I actually kind of thought maybe they were actually in the sauna. Like, I believed it, but the whole time I was like, they're just messing with her. They're teasing her. They're trying to get on her last nerve.
I thought Tiffany was like doing the whole Regina George thing where she was dangling him in front of her. Like, I bought it, but I thought, in my mind, I was like, there's no way Evan is already past Deandra. Like, he was so into her. There's no way he's just over it like that and on to the next. So in my mind, I thought he was just kind of going with it and like, I felt like he could pick up that Deandra was annoyed, so he was kind of doing it to get some attention.
I agree, and I think that Evan was doing this because he had been played a little bit by Deandra with Brandon, and so Evan was giving some attention to Tiffany because it's fun and getting to know others, and also at the same time it's making Deandra jealous, clearly.
Yeah. And it worked.
I think he was having so much fun with it.
Oh,
Agreed.
for sure.
And
He
it
loved
almost
it.
feels like, as I'm watching, it feels like that maybe Tiffany's a little bit more mature and Deandra's a little bit more immature when it comes to the relationship stuff.
Oh,
It was like
totally.
Tiffany's taking ownership of it and Deandra's like, hey, I haven't kissed yet. She's very like jealous and like younger feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. All of her friends do call her out on everything that she does.
Like she kept talking to Nicole to confide in her, and Nicole would be like, well, like,
She was
you
like,
do
they-
seem jealous. She's like, get away from me.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
She was like, well, I mean, did you see the jeans that they were wearing? They were matching each other today. And she's like, well, you can leave too.
Yeah. I loved that. That was the best.
Yeah, more from Nicole.
But everyone
Yeah.
needs a friend like Nicole who says it like it is and doesn't just say, no, you're totally right. I can't believe you did that. Because nothing is worse than having a friend that just blindly agrees with you instead of is blunt and tells you like straight up if you're doing something crazy, if you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You need a friend that's 100% honest.
Totally.
So at the same time, I'm thinking that Karma's a bitch. And James is outside talking about, I bet there are a lot of Pokemons out here.
Stop.
We know this was filmed in summer.
Just
then.
a fantastic line.
So
and
fantastic.
He's just so good.
That's
James.
so good.
All-star.
He was like, I'm getting some sort of vibe.
Did
I
you
just get those feelings. I just feel like there's a lot of Pokemon we can catch out here.
So James, if you're watching, did you catch Pokemons? We need to know if you caught the
Oh
Pokemon.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
seriously.
Did you guys play Pokemon Go or no?
No.
Am I the only one that got... Okay, I got suckered into downloading the app. I was like, I'm not going to get addicted to this. This is so stupid. And then I find myself being like, there's a lot of Pokemon at the Santa Monica Pier. Like, oh my god.
Stop.
And then I had to delete it because I was like, this addiction is getting really bad.
There were like groups
Yeah.
that would meet up.
It was...
And you're right,
James
Santa
is
Monica
probably a part
Pier,
of it.
there was always people like,
Everywhere.
And when I went there, I was like, what is this Pokemon craze? So there were even people who came up with ways, like, I think in Japan, to, like, quickly get more Pokemon by putting it on a treadmill or something and making it seem like you were taking more steps than you were so that you could get, like, leveled up.
Oh,
so
God.
there were all sorts
At
of
the
weird
same time that this is all happening, James is doing this. Leah's inside talking about wearing her goo pants from Gwyneth.
yeah, her goop pants.
You gotta help me with this. I'm lost.
So Gwyneth Paltrow has a website and a line called Goop. But did you see the pants? I didn't know what pants she was talking about.
They were just like sweatpants. I think they had like a black kind of symbol all on it. They were
Have you
gray.
ever worn them? That's my curiosity.
I've never worn them, but it did intrigue me, and I do want a pair.
Yeah. I love Gwyneth Paltrow. She has some crazy stuff on her website though.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Oh.
some of her, crazy beauty hacks and all that.
Gwyneth, if
okay.
you're watching, we want some free goops.
Yeah.
Of course.
Send
I'm
us
here.
some.
I'm
I
here
feel
for
like
the
I've been
free
asking
groups.
for so much free stuff.
I've been asking, wondering the whole time. I'm here for them. And
Please.
B, it's International Women's Day. Send them to me. Help me out. I need help. So Tiffany's playing Deandra. We find out Deandra comes up. At this point, she can't take it anymore, and
so
she
pissed.
basically comes into the room and basically confronts them to figure out what's going on. And Tiffany basically has a funny line, just basically telling her how she's playing her, and that it's time for her to drag her to the well and time to drink.
Because she's thirsty.
Yeah,
She's thirsty.
she's real thirsty.
I love
that.
that.
That was so funny. I was
I-
like, Tiffany, yes, you're a good
They just like
friend for
walked
doing
in.
that.
They're just in the bathroom, like you could see, like, you know that feeling when you, like, think someone's up to something and you always think negative thoughts, you never think anything positive, and then you're just completely shown the other way, and that's what happened to her, and her face was just like...
Do you guys think that everyone else, Evan, James, knew and were in on this thing, or do you think they actually believed Evan and Tiffany were...
That's a really good question.
I think they couldn't tell James, to be honest. I feel like James would have blabbed.
Yeah, I don't think they knew.
And that's fine, because I love him, but
Yeah.
maybe Steven knew, because Steven's initial comment at the very beginning when he was like, send lots of snaps, was just
Yeah.
amazing.
Perfect. That was
just
great.
Yeah.
So I think he may have known.
During their conversation, Evan and Deandra, Evan does googly eyes. He bites his bottom lip, and Deandra's telling him, "Don't do that and be sexy." Is that like a normal move?
Yeah.
Guys totally know how to
bite the
play.
lip. Yeah, of course.
When
Yes.
a girl's upset, you know. And all girls go, don't do that right now.
Do you think we do it on purpose or just by
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys
Yeah.
know how to play it.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. But just imagine Deandra in that situation. Like, that's kind of embarrassing. Like, she basically just called out her best friend and admitted to Evan that she has feelings for him by walking in on them.
Yeah.
It must have been so reassuring to Evan, though. Like, he was...
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's been like, kind of, like, rejected so many times by her that it was probably like, finally.
Yeah.
Finally, I get some validation in a weird
Evan-
form.
And
So good.
Tiffany, too, was like, yes, my trick worked.
I love Tiffany for
scored."
that. I want to send a formal apology to Tiffany right now for assuming the worst in her earlier.
I know, I really did too. I wrote
I
down what
never
so many
expected it.
times, and I just...
Yeah.
Formal
But shout out to
apology.
you,
I like
girl.
Yeah.
it.
Formal apology.
Formal apology.
Tiffany, you're getting a formal apology from Mina.
You're a good friend.
This is good. I actually thought that Evan was just. I think Evan's smooth. He's playing it cool the whole time. I don't think that he felt like Deandra was really making him feel rejected and so on. Maybe he wanted more originally, but I think he knew how he was playing his cards. And I don't think that anyone was in on it except for Tiffany. Like, I think it was just a Tiffany thing to get closer to Evan and have some fun anyways, but throughout, she kind of was like, you know, really utilizing the situation to make it better for Deandra.
Yeah.
But it was going to get awkward there. It looked like it could get a little awkward.
It was...
Like, because there was
I'm glad
clearly
Deandra
tension.
didn't
Yeah.
say anything. Deandra
Yeah.
could have easily snapped at Tiffany and been like, "What the hell are you
Yeah,
doing?"
no,
Like
some
that
words-
would have been so bad if it went that way. So I'm glad that her little charade didn't blow up in her
Yeah.
face. You know.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, she could have snapped, but they honestly weren't really doing anything for her to get that upset to where she could have said some very mean things. So if that had happened...
What she was showing was a little bit of insecurity and some
Yeah.
jealousy because she obviously liked Evan and was
Yeah.
trying to play like she didn't.
Yeah, but why didn't she invite the three of them to go rock climbing? Why was it just an Evan and her thing? If
It was
she
part of the
initiated-
game.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying, like, in Deandra's eyes, that comes across as
Yeah.
petty, you know?
That's true. So this gets us basically to the point where there is the Deandra and Evan sneak off. It's a little awkward. Obviously, Deandra's wants a little bit of a kiss, and so they have their first kiss. Any like touching moments where you're thinking best place for a first kiss? What do you
It
think?
looks like a good kiss.
It looked like it was, like, movie quality.
Yeah.
Like, romantic quality.
Like,
Movie quality.
sometimes on The
Yes.
Bachelor, you can tell, like, ooh, that is not a good kiss.
Yes.
They definitely know how to kiss.
Yeah.
So there was chemistry, there was sparks flying. I was digging it.
Totally. I think it was a long time coming, too, so it was just...
The build up.
The
It was
passion.
just good.
At
And
first
passion.
it was a peck, and I was like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's it? And I was
I-
like, okay, thank God.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
got it out of your system.
I love that move, though, and you know that you've all done it. Like, if you've been away with like, friends and such, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna come, like, 5 minutes later. And then when she looked at herself in the mirror, you know you did that too, guys. Like, she's, like,
Make
making
sure
sure that
no
she, like,
lipstick is-
looks normal.
Yeah, like,
she's like,
totally
hey,
playing
guys,
it
like,
cool.
what did I miss? With her glass of wine.
So
I love
they
it.
return to the group, and they think at least that no one knows yet, which I probably agree that the rest of the group doesn't know what happened yet. Leah describes the weekend as complete chaos. How would you describe it?
I don't think it was chaos, was it?
I don't think it was chaos.
We didn't see that side of it, I guess, through whatever they filmed. It looked
don't
like
think it was
fun.
chaotic. I
wanna
thought it
be-
was a- I
wanna
thought it
be
was a
there. They had good food.
Good bonding. I
Healthy.
thought they all bonded very, like, it was what
Yeah.
they went there for.
I
thought.
I'm with you. I wanted to go. Where's my glass of wine? I want to join.
You know,
every
everything
meal
looks
has
so
wine and
perfect. Made
Yeah.
me
they
hungry.
get free stuff. They get free workouts.
I think if
Free
anything,
kisses.
if I could describe their weekend, I would say fun and interesting.
I like it. I would say fun for sure.
Yeah, it was just fun.
Looked like fun. All right, that's pretty much our episode. But let's talk about the cast members for a second.
Okay.
I had a question, which I said at the start. If you could choose one cast member at this point that you could spend the day with, you'd do whatever you want, which cast member would it be?
James.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Hands down, James.
He's so funny.
I think he would give me all the one-liners I need in my life to make me laugh and cry forever.
And he would tell me about each of the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would tell me how
Lowdown.
it is, like, to me, so I would change myself. We'd probably have a great food, great cocktails, and I'd probably get some really nice clothes.
Sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
So, James, let's do
okay,
it.
there you go.
I love James or probably Adam.
So it's one.
Oh.
This is one. It's okay. I mean, everyone's awesome. We love everyone on the cast. We get
Yeah.
that. It's nothing against anyone. I'm just curious.
I'm surprised you're not saying Evan right now. I thought that was your go-to.
Well, I could.
Now that he's kissed another girl.
We can't be having another moment.
Gosh, there's so many. Okay, you say yours.
I would like to hang out with Joanna.
Oh.
I want to learn all the tips.
I didn't know she
wanna
was a possibility.
She's part of the cast,
Yes.
of course. I made it clear. I want to hang out with her treadmill desk. I just want to try that.
Oh my
first
gosh,
of all.
yes.
Yeah.
Like if I got an Instagram photo on the treadmill desk and learn
Set.
from Joanna. My name is Mike Rippe, by the way. Yeah, no, but that's my choice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Adam.
Good. That's a good one.
Mina.
Ah, there's so many people. I keep going between, like James would be so much fun. James, Leah would also be cool, and I could
Leah would be
babysit her
great.
kid, and she's so adorable.
You love Deandra, though.
I do love Deandra. But I feel like I would hang out with James. Like definitely James. Even though I love
Now we have a
Deandra,
competition.
I'd hang out with James.
That side of the table, you guys are going to have to
He's so
fight over
funny.
James.
He
He's so,
is.
like every episode I see, like the things he says cracks me up. I think I'd have the most fun with James. I could see myself bonding maybe more with Deandra.
I was if it wasn't Joanna because she is the top honcho, I
Yeah.
would say Nicole, the friend.
Oh,
Just because
yes.
she's hilarious with her
Totally.
advice. Her advice is so honest that she doesn't realize that
Yeah.
she's like, wait, you're my best friend and you're telling me
I
this?
know.
That's just funny to me.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Um,
it. That's a good one.
Ladies, have any other thoughts before we do predictions?
No.
All right, let's do some predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Great engineering. Mina, let's start with you.
My predictions. God, I feel like so the episode ended with us really not knowing where Deandra and Evan stand. I think it's so idiotic that after all of this whole build-up, she's like, I don't know, I had a good time, but I just don't know. I just don't want anyone to know about it. I think they are going to be a thing. I think it's going to be almost impossible for them to keep it private, even though she wants to. And I think later on in later episodes, people are going to start talking, and the talk surrounding their relationship is going to break her.
When you say a thing, can I just so I understand it?
Bro,
Is that
you-
official? Like an official?
Like Facebook?
just official or just dating?
Not Facebook official, but definitely dating,
Okay.
progressing towards the girlfriend-boyfriend title.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think something is going to happen between Evan and Deandra, personally. I think they're going to try to, like, make it work, but I just think, I don't know. I just think something is going to happen, and Deandra gets scared and, like, doesn't want to do it anymore, and then Evan's, like, heartbroken. That's what I think.
I think I agree with you, Mina. I think that they are going to get together, not be Facebook official, but I think that she's gonna realize, like through all of this Tiffany thing, that she really does like him, and she could not stand another girl to be with him, and she would have to have control over him, and so I think that they will be together. I hope in the long run they are open about it, because clearly everyone already knows.
Yeah.
Like what Tiffany did kind of shows that they support the two of them together. So it's like, just be open about it. And I think that if they were open about it, it would make everything less awkward.
Yeah. And I love how Evan, like, he's so cute. He's like, I would want to tell all my friends, but I'm going to respect Deandra
Yeah.
and not do it. And I feel like it sucks if someone doesn't want to, be proud of the relationship and own it, but I totally get where DeAndre's coming from, and I'm glad that Evan is so understanding of that.
So I think that's what I mean. I think that's gonna like get to him, and then it's gonna.
What do you think?
I think I'm with you on the Evan and DeAndre blossoming. It'll be interesting to see if they hide it or not, but I do think Evan's been a really good guy so far. It looks like he has been, and DeAndre's a sweet girl. It looks like they'd be a great couple. I mean, obviously, if they didn't work together, this would be a lot easier.
Right.
But they do work together, and they're part of the reason that So Cosmo is so good.
Exactly.
I also think there's going to be another love interest for somebody else at some point soon,
Yes.
so we should stay tuned for that.
Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be James and Stevie?
Evan's brother.
Evan's
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Evan's,
yes.
Wait, Evan's twin brother.
But he has a boyfriend, remember? And he goes,
Oh.
I'm in West Hollywood all the time, though.
We never know how the episodes
We
develop.
never know.
I wonder. I could see Evan's brother maybe with Steven, right?
I haven't seen Evan's
But we
brother, so I
haven't
don't
met
know.
him yet.
Yeah, we're
Let's
in
meet
for
him.
a treat.
We'll see.
The attractions look good. Let's tell everyone where we could meet you and talk to you on Instagram or social media.
Meet you.
So my name is Mina Wahab. You can find me on Mina Makes Magic. Cheers.
And again, I am Sarah Serio. You can follow me on Twitter at Sarah Serio. And for more fun, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. That's at SSerio.
And thank you guys for watching and joining us today. I'm Jessica Carroll, and you can find me at Jess Carroll TV. And a huge mwah, kiss to all the women out there for Happy International Women's Day.
I'm just piggybacking on everything Jessica just said. My name is Mike Rippe. You can catch me on social media at Mike Rips. Thanks for joining us. You can catch us every Wednesday night talking about So Cosmo. Happy International Women's Day, ladies.
Bye.
Whoop, whoop.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.